another fun and exciting episode of This Is Our Life. This bat, that was a real bat until I did some magic and made him small. Made him small like that, and I made him solid like that too. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, this is not that bad of a place. Could it be better? I guess, but you know, any place could be better. I tell you what, this place, compared to that place I was living in San Antonio, this place is heaven. I mean, that place, oh gosh, it was just filled with roaches. Management was bad. You know, when people were doing drugs in a neighboring apartment or below you, you could smell it. Management was rude, unprofessional, racist. They hated white boys. I remember I asked for a ground floor apartment because I have tardive dyskinesia, and what did I get? I got a third floor apartment. Walk up. So sometimes I have to remind myself about, you know, about that, because that was bad. I don't ever want to experience that again. And why did I move in there? I moved in there because I needed a place to live. My apartment had burned down. The whole building did, and the landlord didn't bother to offer anybody another place to live, even though he had other apartments available. I miss my kitties. I miss them a lot. Anyway, so like this issue we have with our neighbor. I don't like having issues with our neighbors. Maybe the walls are a little thin, I don't know, but I mean, I'm hard of hearing, and I had these on, listening or, you know, watching a movie on here. Carolyn has the TV on, but very low, and the bathroom door is closed, and I could still hear her. If I can hear her, then it's loud. I mean, I really don't like having issues with neighbors, but all she does is drink and have her music up loud and have guys over. Different guys, from what I understand. Her business, you know. But if you know, you're not supposed to be smoking in these apartments, and if you can smell smoke from somebody's apartment over here, you know, but like Carolyn was saying earlier, you know, with these, it's possibly the type of ceilings we have, just kind of drifts on through. This guy and his girlfriend murdered their roommate, elderly disabled man,
and wrapped him in plastic and put him in the basement.
If you didn't hear that, wrapped him in plastic and put him in the basement.
And left him there for 2 weeks before they found him.
Oh gosh, 2 weeks.
Before somebody realized he was there.
Well, guess where they're at now? They're in jail. Guess who works in that jail?
His brother. The
brother of the guy they murdered. That's not good for him, is it? They say they keep them away from each other, but we know. I have a feeling this lady is probably...
This is in Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. I have a feeling she's really regretting what she did right now. The guy, honestly, I think he'd do it again. I mean, if you look at him, see how he acts, and I think he'd do it again. That's sick. Anyway, so I don't want to get another apartment. I want to build us like a cabin. But think of the price. I mean, yeah, it would be cheap, so to speak, if we did it ourselves.
But trying to get land is
Yeah,
the first challenge.
land would be difficult. And if we're going to build us a cabin, and we're going to, and we're going to go on the cheap, that means we have to have a couple of chainsaws. We have to go out there and we have to fell the wood now, because we want it to dry, and letting it do it over winter is a good time to do it. But we would also need some sturdy gloves, because we need to get out there with a draw knife and take the bark off. Because if you leave the bark on there, it's more likely the bugs are going to get to it, and then it's not going to be much good, if any. So, we could get a used cook stove, a used wood stove for cooking. With all honesty, for a stove expressly for heating, we could get something smaller that maybe, the wood stoves that they have at Lehman's are modern. I mean, they're modern, and they're good. And they have small fireplace, the place you put the wood is not that big. And, we could get what they call a water closet. It's a hot water heater that you connect to the wood stove. And that way we could have hot water. Now, what about the computer? What about the TV and the radio? Well, we might not have those things unless we put solar panels up or something, or a wind generator. I'd prefer a wind generator.
Both.
Yeah, both would be actually better. Because, here with a wind generator, you might not get a whole lot of, unless you stick it way, way up there, you might not get a whole lot of electricity produced. Apartments around these parts, especially in Keene, are
small and expensive.
Small, expensive, and the ones in Keene really are for the kiddos going to college.
Unless you get on the right side of part of town.
Yeah, and then they tend to be more expensive. And we're on housing, so the one place we're interested in, I don't think they'd take us because we're on housing. But it's a nice place, and we've looked at apartmentratings.com. Nice place. Personally, I would like to be further into the state, and I don't like being close to a nuclear power plant, and we are.
I think we should go east, really.
East?
Yes.
Okay. As in?
Like over there by that Wilton where I was working at. Mm. That's just about the center of the state. And
yeah, Wilton. Is that where they had the No Frost free library?
No, that's the I think that's in Dublin.
Oh.
Or the one where the greenhouse is.
Yeah.
I think that's the Frost Library.
I like the name of it, Frost Free Library. I was thinking, frost free? What? They don't have frost here? It was founded or funded by Mr. Frost or Mrs. Frost or
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost. How about that? Ooh, that guy's in court now. The guy who murdered the jail guard's bro. Not going to be good for him. Now, is it Hinsdale where that Walmart is?
Which one?
The one near Vermont.
Hinsdale is the one near Vermont, and Claremont's the 24-hour one.
Mm-hmm. Hinsdale, we've gone over to Hinsdale to Walmart a few times.
Super Walmart.
Super Walmart. I don't know why they're not open 24/7 over there. But
across the river from Vermont.
Yeah, and they get business from New Cary. But all the housing we've seen over in that area actually looks pretty decrepit. When all the factories closed up here, things went to pot. But
well, what gave you that idea?
But I don't know. It'd be nice to have a place of our own. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It'd just be nice if we had a place of our own, and if we built it, then Obama could say, "Oh, you didn't build it." Oh, really? Well, who built it then?
No, it just popped up out of the ground.
Yeah, it just popped up out of the ground, Obama. But anyway, dreams.